Oh, she was fucking. I could feel the steam through my mobile, my cell phone.
Okay, so just so we're both on the same page, did I see you slash me a fucking stick up his ass, or?
No, I just met. Hey.
Yeah.
Guys.
Hey, how you doing, Ruby?
I do, Ruby. Nice to see you,
I've
Lieutenant.
had to listen about this.
Yeah.
4 or 5 times now tonight.
Yep. I think you heard it. Another officer heard it. McNulty heard it. Bell heard it. Yep.
I'm gonna be honest. This guy had a real stick up his ass. You know, from the start.
All right. Well,
was it the same one that you handed to him?
Allegedly.
Wait. Oh, the stick. Oh, yeah.
So it looks like they're going to sue.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
So I can break down the situation. Myself and Frost were patrolling down in the south side. As we began to, I noticed a metallic blue in color Astron make its way behind a building as soon as it kind of spotted me, and I thought that was rather odd because the building it went behind was it kind of looked like they were sort of like avoiding officers. So
okay,
I pulled over onto Adams Apple Boulevard by the ammunition, and sat there, and I wanted to see, like, okay, is another vehicle going to pull back there? Is something going to happen? This is a building, you know, the one that goes like adjacent with the train tracks off of Adams Apple. I think it's it's that one car dealership.
Nah, the car dealership.
Yeah,
the Vapid car dealership.
Yeah.
So it's a very like odd place, right? To just like randomly pull over after as it sees me. So I then noticed Jay Hobbs's vehicle drive by, hit my showed up on my radar. Now, no necessary connection with the two, but it did pop up. And then that same vehicle circled a second time. I know this because Frost had pointed it out. So we continued to kind of like sit there, then migrated to the PDM. Continue to sit there, and that's when the vehicle kind of started to sneak its way out on Adam's Apple, and then ran a red. I then pulled over the vehicle for the traffic citation, but with the intention to, ID the car and see what was going on. Right. Upon approaching the vehicle, I, gave out, Sergeant Brian Knight, call sign 495, reason for the stop. And right off the bat, Quentin started saying, "Hey, I'm calling the captain right now." Is this like a lot of demeaning phrases like, "Oh, I thought you were a captain. Now you're sergeant. What's your rank? I'm a real, this and that." Which honestly, a little bit of banter doesn't hurt nobody, but a little bit of banter. But then he started saying he's on the phone with Chief Turner. He said he's going to get on the phone with him. Now, whether he was or not was irrelevant to me, as it is a traffic stop, and I gave him a lawful order not to pick up the phone, and that if he wanted to call someone down, we could do that on if he so chooses. He refused to put the phone down, and continued to do whatever he was on his phone. At which stage I asked him to step out of the vehicle for my safety and to keep a better eye on him. We were, the way the vehicles were positioned, I didn't want to get run over. And in addition to that, with Jay having been spotted twice, escalations, whatever, I had him step out of the car. As he stepped out, he picked up the phone. I think it must have been dialing already. And he claimed he was on the telephone with Mr. Chief Turner. Now,
that's interesting.
Mr. Turner has not been on duty. And even if he was, I'm not going to assume who the phone call is. For all we know, it could be anything. Once again, I gave him a lawful order to put it down. He refused. He kept denying. And I asked him, "Are you refusing a lawful order to put the phone down? That's an arrestable offense." Primarily to make it clear to him that what he is doing is an arrestable offense, right? No intent to push it, but more of like to underline what I'm witnessing here. He continued to Karen. He mentioned, "Oh, do you have nothing better to do? Are you bored?" Da, 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 da. So I maintained the energy, remained firm as to, continue my investigation along with completing this traffic citation. But he kept yapping and yapping and yapping. And then I then mentioned, "Do you know anything about Jay?" He's like, "Oh, yeah, da, 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 yap, yap, yap." So I decided to call Mr. Hobbs down, primarily to see how the two would react, which Quentin seemingly had no problem with. Mr. Hobbs came on down. Now, note, mind you, that this Hobbs came down in the same clothes for Fleeca Bank. Not super relevant, but he kind of came through and he started saying some shit. Really don't know what the back and forth was about. This is mostly primarily with me. And after which, Jay handed me a stick. I don't know why he handed me the stick. I think he said, "Here's a stick" or something.
Okay.
I then handed the stick to Frost. Frost then, as far as I'm aware, handed it to Mr. Quentin. Before this happened, actually, I saw Mr. Quantum seemingly almost fall over, and I may have done one of these.
Wait, you just grabbed my ass?
To which he claimed I grabbed his ass.
You just grabbed my ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let him know. Listen, I grabbed your ass. I grabbed you by the arm, and shortly after, when about 2 minutes after, when Frost handed him the stick, he started claiming that, "Oh my God, he put the stick in my ass." So, yeah.
Yeah, that stick so far up his ass, he's gonna be farting sawdust, Lieutenant.
Yeah.
I mean, how did his pants get down?
Yeah, that's a great question. Yeah.
That is a great question.
Yeah. So,
No, I'm asking you.
Oh,
So his pants were not down.
not that I recall.
all right.
Okay.
Now, throughout this interaction, he kept saying, "I'm going to sue you. I'm going to get you in trouble. You're going to get demoted." I said, "You have the right to do so," etc., etc. Oh, when the ass statement was made, that's actually when I got on radio and asked if there was any lieutenant pluses, to which I believe you responded, "We're dealing with the situation over at the prison."
Yeah.
But as I knew he's making, remarks about my appropriateness in this stop, I realized that I needed a superior here to document it immediately. But unfortunately, due to the circumstances, one was not available, but I did try to make that attempt. Before and after this, he mentioned a lot about suing, and he was very he was narrating what was occurring to the two individuals in the vehicle. One, which was the owner of the vehicle, I forgot what her name was, and then an individual in the back who looked like he was getting off on the whole situation as he kept, while sitting in the back seat, he was bobbing his head towards his crotch over and over again.
Yeah, he was over and over.
For about 20 minutes straight, or 15 or whatever.
Okay.
So,
Okay. All right.
I did say, like, hey, if you want to bring it to court, which was originally a traffic citation, I said, you're more than welcome to do so. And when he said, "I'm going to sue you for the alleged ass grabbing and the stick up the ass," I said, you're free to do so. Bring it on if you think you got a case. Which all said and done, I got it properly documented. If there was an alleged stick in his ass, I'm sure you'll have a medical report indicating
Allegedly.
that. And the stick that, he's not going to have the evidence given that none of this actually occurred. So, yeah.
Hi, Captain.
Hey.
I just have a couple of questions, if you don't mind.
Yep, absolutely.
And also to Frost. Frost, are you backing Knight's statement? Anything you want to add?
Yeah, I was there.
That's it? Can we address the quote unquote "you're a furry"?
Wait.
Frost? Did you call Mr. Quentin a furry?
Wait, what the wait, did he actually do that?
So, Knight pointed out that his picture in the MDT.
Yes.
It looked a little odd.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I had a look at it. I evaluated the photo of Mr. Quincy Quinnan Quantal, or whatever his name is, and it was real furry like.
There was
so
a. Go ahead.
I made a passing comment tonight, asking Knight, because Knight obviously knows him. I just said, "Hey, is he a furry?"
I don't know him, just for clarity.
Oh, you don't?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So I asked Knight if he was a furry. I didn't directly state that the guy is I don't know. I didn't say any tail or anything. I was just curious.
Okay. And so we have another claim from a Mr. J. Hobbs that Knight has grabbed Hobbs's ass many times before.
I've shot him down a couple times, but I have, once again, he was there during the narration, as well as pulling out a camera, as well as other things, all of which are going to show absolutely no evidence of this. I'm a very straight man. While I cannot white pee, I have, indulged in incidents.
My ass.
I'm sorry?
Excuse me?
What was that?
Well, I don't know. I don't think we heard what you said. What did you say?
I just got ass on my mind. I'm sorry. There's a lot of ass going around right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, Frost has been trying to get in my pants for some time, but I think some of that might be.
Well, you know about the situation, Ruby, where he hit and dipped.
Okay.
I told you that time in the construction site.
Listen, I understand you are hurt. I understand, Frost, that you've got pent up feelings right there. This is not the time or the place to bring them.
I'm just jealous he's grabbing all these asses. Okay.
Yeah.
I've never touched that man's ass. Yeah.
Let's address the next portion, shall we?
Real quick, the furry. So he had a blue in color. It was looked like an AI generated. It was an AI generated furry-esque MDT profile, which could best be described as somewhat of maybe Quentin's face. Where he looked like like a furry in it. It was a inappropriate MDT profile photo, which when you pull up Quentin's profile now has a updated photo.
Right.
It was more me asking Knight if he knew if he was a furry. He must have overheard and took that as me calling him a furry.
Because I have one person saying that he looks like a furry.
Yeah.
Another person saying that, Frost, you called him a furry.
I might have said he looks like a furry. Yes.
Right.
Tonight, though. I didn't say this direct. We were
this
in
was in the vehicle.
Yep.
Windows up, doors closed. More of the shock of seeing it.
Yep. Like, I was in utter belief,
Right.
Yeah.
And can we talk about Twitter now, Mr. Knight? We have allegations on Twitter from the individuals saying Brian Knight is a serial ass grabber. And what I found quite interesting is that you retweeted it out there, and then other people asked to have their ass grabbed by you.
What can I say? I've been known to be a man. I have very similar to my storylines about the EMS getting strapped with a bomb, which never happened, or mag dumping a stripper's pussy, and other allegations. I tend to believe in the philosophy if someone's gonna throw some bullshit around, you know, instead of trying to defend it, which isn't very, you know, conducive in San Andreas. You know, you just say, you know what? Yeah, I did that shit. Now, if you know, if a individual tweets out specifically not Quentin but somebody else, you know, whom you know, I don't really know her very well, says I'm a serial ass grabber, and then fuck it, you know what? I'm gonna retweet that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I bet. I mean, ain't nothing wrong if a man is grabbing asses consensually, right? So
right, because we've got a Marlo Stanfield who's interested now, and Lance Silver.
No, that's Marlo Stanfield, my son. So
yeah,
he may have seen me in you know, his, you know, not mother's. You know, he's walked into my room a couple times.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my stepson.
It's not your stepson, nor is Ricardo.
Ricardo's. I give him an allowance. He
you know, you kind of sound like the creepy uncle right now, Frost. You know, these are my kids. Please stay away from them.
Ricardo came to me to accept this. Probably, you know, we flew pigskins the other day.
Jesus fucking
as they call it. Yeah. He said something his real dad never did with him. So I had to take him out there, you know, play a little bit of catch with the lad. Yep.
So I will say that they did try to ask Officer Oxby to DNA the stick, of which I'd like to say I'm very happy Oxby said no, he would not be doing that. You know, that's not needed. However, they did go to BCSO because they felt it was conflict of interest to come to LSPD, and it looks as if McNulty did DNA test the stick. I don't know the results.
Oh yeah, my handprints is going to be all over that. I held the stick. Then I metaphorically put the stick up his ass.
Yeah.
Right.
Allegedly.
Okay. Well, Captain, welcome to the conversation. Do you have any questions?
And just for the record, the guy...
No, he didn't actually put the stick in his ass.
The guy in the back seat did get his load off over all of this.
Yeah.
I definitely have no questions, Lieutenant. I think you got this held down. Yeah.
Frost, did you actually see that? Or
yeah. I mean, Knight saw it. You saw him in the back there, Knight, right?
We did ask if he was sucking himself off. To which they, you know, I don't remember what they responded to be honest. I was more interested in pointing it out rather than hearing whether he was or not.
I'll tell you this: they didn't bring that up. They're more concerned about the stick and the ass.
I will say that at the beginning of this encounter, he did state over this traffic stop that he was going to get me fired. So, So, like I said, all this stuff is rather concocted, which, like I said, there will be zero evidence to any of these allegations.
Well, as you know, we must conduct a thorough investigation in the LSPD. I did see just a few seconds ago before Braddock, you walked in, that you did grab Frost, so I might have to. Frost, would you mind giving a butt print?
Yep, absolutely.
You want a butt print?
Right, just to
is
confirm.
This from where Knight grabbed my ass a minute ago?
Yeah, just to confirm. You know, I mean, at least Knight is wearing gloves. You are not.
Yeah.
I mean, feel free.
Okay. Could you just grab that paper right there, Radek? And grab that paper right there and just press it.
I need to do it. All right.
Well, it's it's probably more professional. Just press it against the. I do believe it was the right butt cheek.
Yep, it was the right butt cheek.
Get in there. Get in there, Cap.
Just
Just the right one.
All right, just hold still, Frost. Right, I need to get a good, solid imprint. There you go. Don't push back. Don't push.
You putting your finger in there, sir?
No, I'm just holding the paper with it.
The paper.
You're coughing for you, sir.
No. You need to cough. That'll make it. Okay, I think that's good. That's.
Well, that's definitely not as deep as I thought.
Yeah.
What?
The fingerprints.
Oh.
The finger imprint into the buttock there.
Yep.
All right, fantastic. We'll put
that,
of course, into evidence.
All right.
I'll have a discussion here with Captain and see where we're going to go. But we need to understand that, some people are starving for attention.
Yeah, that's right.
Absolutely starving for attention. Anything they can do. There probably will be a lawsuit coming out of this.
Yes.
But I believe if we all clench together as one team, we can make this work.
I will say that transparently, after the unprofessional interaction with government employee Mr. Quentin Quantum, I did contact his employer, Marinino Chavez, as he did point out he worked for him, and in his profile he had mentioned that it notes that he is the head of what was it, Court Center Security or something along those lines.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, chief of Mopley.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This whole situation is just a real pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm. Huh? How interesting.
Mm-hmm. Some people just can't handle a little bit of backdoor humor.
Oh, yes. Actually, one other thing. There was a particular statement. I think this is where a lot of it went sideways. Is I said, he's like, oh, you know who I am? And I'm like, we don't really know. I'm going to need your idea. I don't really know who you are. And he's like, yeah, you said the same. You said you hooed me the first time we met. So I think he wanted me to know. He expected I knew who he was, but I don't really know him too well, if I'm going to be honest.
There's that attention thing right there. Yeah, he thinks because he works for the mayor that he's got, he's got one up on us, and it's not how it works.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, we really just need to get to the bottom of this and cover our asses here, really, for this lawsuit.
Right.
Last thing we want is to get fucked.
Yeah. All right, nothing from Frost on that one. Okay, fantastic. All right, gentlemen, you're good to go. I'm going to have to talk with the captain here, and
yes, ma'am.
Thank you for being open and
thank you, Lieutenant.
Everything.
Yeah.
All right.
I appreciate you.
No, I'm gonna be going 42 here, okay?
All right.
I said half an hour ago, 3 hours ago.
All right, you take care.
You have a great night, you serial ass brother. Oh, hey, Sawyer, what's up?
Hey.